I will say that's a very good de-SPACing story. So, and now Eagle Energy Metals this year, both linked to nuclear energy and small modular reactors. What connects those stories for you? And what does it tell us about where the nuclear and uranium markets are headed?
So I did my first nuke deal in 1998. I ended up as part of the banking team that took the United States Enrichment Corp public. Today, that is renamed Centrus, and it's a publicly traded company that has done incredibly well. So I had my first, that was the first exposure. I became fascinated by it. And over the ensuing years, spent a lot of time, looking and probing about ways to build platforms in the nuke space. It was a relatively fragmented market on the supply side. And so it's just something I spent a lot of time in. Ultimately, I ended up becoming a board member, investor, and COO of a publicly traded nuke services company that had really unique technology, simulation software. So it created the digital twin that was used to train the workforce. So you go inside the simulator and you were inside a real life nuke plant. So I spent almost 5 years helping build that company. And that is where I encountered NuScale. NuScale used the GSE simulator. And that simulator allowed them to go through the NRC regulatory process to become the first licensed SMR. Upon exiting that role, that is when we launched the SPAC. And so I had a history with some team members, employees, boards, et cetera. And, it felt like a very opportune time. Again, going back to that first thing in the first question, focus on first movers. There was no way to play pure play SMR anywhere in the world, any exchange. And so we felt that there would be some opportunity. We thought that the technology had started to advance to a commercial point with the license, and that was a huge barrier that took 4 years plus and hundreds of millions of dollars to achieve. So we were very thrilled. Playing off of that, NuScale came in on the backs of NuScale Eagle, and that really led us to the supply chain, different part, but fuel is key and it's tech agnostic. So all these different providers need fuel. So we really like the Eagle story.